I was driving like some sort of a crystal methamphetamine injected down the seaside highways on the outskirts of Snapagalian, Crumpetsville, Illinois. An obscenely expensive-looking sports car passed me, with some posh motherfucker of a wanker with some hairy-lipped slag straddling on his lap, and a Pekingese butt chowder fuckwitch, who was glaring at me with a death stare and teeth agape. With boatloads of adrenaline ejaculating from my various cerebral outputs, I swiftly swerved the front end of my semi-demolished Chevrolet convertible into the fender of this cock-gobbling fagotty fucker's $1 million car. The flared-lip cunt lost complete control and smashed front end first into a cliffside protrusion, thus impaling his female escort and annihilating his little shit fucker of an excuse of a dog. With the buckets of cocaine throbbing through my central nervous system and the heroin penetrating the walls of my jostling heart, I promptly slammed on the brakes, hopped out of my car and pulled the dirty cockshucker of an Englishman onto the street. Unzipping my shite-stained polyester pants, I quickly wanked out my enormous monster of a cock and began to urinate on the cunt. As he begged for mercy, I then bent over and pinched the loaf so large and potent that it killed him instantaneously. After I was finished having my way with the rich pricker, I then sauntered over to the wrecked remains of what used to be his ludicrously expensive car and did a quick wank over his dead female friend, and then fried up his dog for a midday snack. Hopping back into my death trap of a vehicle before the authorities would have a chance to arrive, I sped off with the speed of about a donkey with a lame deformed leg and made my way towards my hometown of Kippersfield, Bradbury. However, whilst back en route to my garbage pail loft, I heard what I could best describe as a comically oversized balloon deflating, and then suddenly, I completely lost control of my carriage and began to panic like some sort of a midget. Losing more and more steering capacity by the microsecond, I steered into what seemed the only safe and viable exit strategy, an adjacent pig farm, which then resulted in me being entangled and electrocuted by barbed wiring and electric fences. When the fiasco had finally resolved itself, and I finished having a late-day swine flesh snack, I came crashing through a nearby forest, went flying into a busy marketplace and landed on top of a stamp collector's kiosk, though the cunt deserved it. Just when all had seemed to finally quiet down, the asshole of my car suddenly started to splut out liquid and make sounds akin to a Swedish man having a bayonet removed from his mandible. I barely had time to exclaim, "Oh fuck bubbles." The car and myself inside of it went up in a colossal fireball, engulfing the entire market center and killing everyone within a 100-foot radius, though if you ask me, the cock gobblers all deserved it. When I awoke, I found myself in the fiery pits of Hades itself. When a satanic creature asked me what I had to say for myself and what I thought about being condemned to eternal damnation, I just had a quick wank and then plunged myself into the lake of fire. That's what I call one motherfucker of a good day.